Hi, guys. It's Kathy. I hope you're doing well. So, we're going to have to chat for a few minutes because the video is not ready. It's almost ready. It's past half ready. How's that? But it's coming. Calm down. I want a big thank you to Robin Lockhart for the $50 super chat in my comments. That was awesome. I was in the middle of working and getting people extra ranch and getting yelled at because it's too cold, but no, it's too hot and the volume is too loud and the volume is not loud enough and boom. That was just lovely. It was a lovely thing that hit me while I was working. So thank you. I appreciate it. And then drunk, was it you? Drunken, was it you who called me Dovahkiin tonight in one of your comments? That was pretty cool. It made me wish I wasn't at work though. I wish I was home playing Skyrim. Tell me if it wasn't you. I thought it was you, but you know, I don't know. So today we have a Doomsday. We're at 73%. So almost done. Thank you, Drunken Smurf. So today we have a Doomsday. Okay, so it's a custody trial. And they're both so we hear the father today. And tomorrow we're going to hear the mother. And that's what we're waiting for. That's what we really want to hear, the mother. She's good. Father's good enough. Don't worry. We're going to hear some good stuff today. But I'm telling you, it's so crazy that the judge does not come up with a verdict at the end because he can't. Because it's just he has to sort through everything that we're about to hear. No, Kelly, it's someone different. Still Georgia though. Oh no, it's fun. Don't worry. The child is perfectly fine. The child is not getting abused. The child is I guess the father accuses the mom of smoking weed while breastfeeding. However, the mom takes a whole bunch of drug tests to come up clean. So I don't believe that. I think it's just, mud slinging. But yep, yep. I mean, maybe. I just hope that I don't insult Maiko with this video. And the thing is, Maiko, if I say Doomsday Prepper, are you insulted? Because you live in Missouri, right?
Well,
oh, video's done.
Yes, I want to make sure you feel it. No.
Video's done. Okay, good. Because, they talk about Missouri a little bit. And it's great. Especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's better because the mom gets up. Nothing sad. Nothing sad here happens. It's a mess. It's a mess that the judge has to unravel, but it's not sad at all. Now that the video is done, where to go? Here we go, guys.
Huh? Well, I keep doing it, man. Yeah, I want to make sure you feel it. No.
Nice
so hunker
bag.
down, man.
Nice bag. He does say circle back around at least once.
You'll have to see that
in this video.
No, just you're the only part of the case. In fact, Ron, why don't you take her outside?
Fozzie, did you give him a towel for his head first? That's just rude,
We're invoking the rule of sequestration.
Which means I'm gonna call you. If I call you as a witness, you can't stay in here anyway. So if I plan on calling you as a witness, you can't stay here anyway. It's called the rule of sequestration. So I haven't decided yet. If you want to stay in here, yeah, I was going to.
Oh, no, I'm good. You don't normally make us sit in here. So.
I'm gonna fast forward it. I thought I got the beginning, but I guess I didn't. Come on, Judge. There you are.
Okay, this is 22 v. 3.
I've only been talking for a minute. Especially with that bag. She did good. CJ, thank you. I'm going to fast forward it again because he's boring me.
Have you got everybody sequestered?
Well, and I would invoke the rule of sequestration. We have, what's Leanne's?
Luan.
Luan.
Charlotte.
What's her last name?
Charlie Vitt.
In addition to my client, I would have presumably
Fine.
one other witness,
Go in the other room.
potentially Luan Charlovich, and she is out in the hallway, and I've informed her regarding the rule of sequestration.
And I was going to call Roman Ridgway. He's exiting now. And additionally, I'm going to call Ginger Gastineau, who's the child.
Oh, yeah.
Again,
You have a procedure worked out with Ms. Gastineau, so
I
she'll
do.
know.
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to call her when her testimony is necessary.
Let me pull that back up. Zoom had logged me out or timed me out, so let me pull it back up. There we go. Well, I'll let you handle that with Ms. Gastineau.
And if we need to take her out of turn or something,
It's okay.
I don't have any objections. However, it needs to be worked out.
Okay, well, I certainly want to hear from the parties first, and then we'll go from there. All right. Well, it looks like we're ready to proceed. Are there any other preliminary matters that either side wants to bring up before?
I would just ask that the child not be brought back into the courtroom. They had her in here just a few moments ago. She's
But not
in the
now.
courthouse. She does not need to be in this courtroom.
Well, let me know if anybody else comes in. Again, note for the record, there's nobody else in the courtroom except staff. So if that changes, somebody let me know. This matter will be reported under the rule. Is that correct, counsel?
It's correct, Your Honor.
That's correct.
Very well. All right, Mr. Wilson, you are the petitioner. Are you prepared to start? Ready to call your first client, your first witness?
Are we going to make opening, or are we getting into the?
I've read just most of what's in here. I think I have a pretty good handle on what I'm going to have to decide, but I'd rather you save your time and give me a.
Your Honor, you have no idea what you're going to have to decide. You have no idea what's about to hit you.
Ask me at the end, just tell me what you're asking me to do. But in any event, I'd rather just get right into it.
Fair enough.
All right, call your first witness, Mr. Wilson.
I would call Dustin Giddens to the
Mr.
stand.
Giddens, come on up here, please, sir. All right, you swear him in.
I'm going to say this a lot today, guys, and sorry. Tommy, if you're here, just say something in chat, Tommy. Just write something in chat. So there's this lady that comes into my bar. She's been having a hell of a time. I mean, think of everything that's happened to our group in the last couple weeks and then multiply it by like 4. And that's been her life for the last year or so. So I told her today, come in here and meet everybody and talk to everybody. I think she'll fit right in. So I'm going to keep asking for her.
Mr. Wilson, and proceed.
Dustin, if you raise your right hand, do you swear the testimony you're about to give today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, please state your name for the court reporter.
Dustin Giddens.
Okay, Dustin, I'm going to try to cut through some of the preliminary stuff that's already in the record. When did you and Hannah get married?
April 17th, 2021.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 30.
All right, and what do you do for a living?
Lawn care and landscaping.
Okay, and did you work with anyone? Do you work with anyone now? Do you work on your own?
I did work with Mr. James Coleman, and he just retired 2 months ago.
I don't know if
Now
she's
I'm
here.
self-employed fully for myself. Lawn care.
Okay. Let me take you back to 2021. When you and Miss Giddens got married, what was her relationship with her family?
She didn't have any. They kicked her out of the house, and we started our relationship together. Her parents never said to me, didn't try to get along with me, didn't come over, introduce, call me, and
Had you ever met her parents before you
No.
got married?
I never met her mom, her stepdad, any of them.
Okay. At some point in time after you all got married, did she kind of restart a relationship with her mother and stepfather?
Yes, I think it was kind of there too. Prior to leaving, probably 3 or 4 months before that, she started reaching back out to them. I didn't really know. I kind of thought she was been reaching out because Hannah's behavior switched up a lot. Switched up, like very uneasy, paranoid about something, like going through a phone. Having a reason to go through a phone, but that's very uneasy about the way that to the end.
One thing about both the mom and the dad is they both start sentences but never finish the sentence. Like they almost get to the good part and he's like, yeah, she sent me a text that said, yeah, and then you know what it means. And she did that multiple times. Wait, oh, what did she say? You missed the good part. But it's all right. We hear enough, even with the half sentences.
Prior to leaving.
And at some point,
I'm sorry, I don't understand what he said at the end there. Very uneasy about, I didn't understand what the witness said. Very uneasy about what?
I think he said,
Scoot up just a little bit and pull that microphone down. There you go.
Leaving.
and he said she was uneasy prior to leaving.
Yeah, and very paranoid, uneasy to leaving.
Okay, and your all's daughter was born in August of that year, correct?
Yes, sir. August 31st, 2021.
At some point in time during this time period, did Miss Giddens ever talk to you about wanting to move to Missouri?
She mentioned something to it, but really did not come out and say, let's move to Missouri. She said that our parents, she said, I've been talking to my parents and we need to go to Missouri. But I said, I don't know her parents. I just don't move in on somebody without knowing anybody, and they never contacted me. And that's not the right thing about going about moving to Missouri.
And did she say why she thought it would be a good idea to move to Missouri?
She didn't tell me why.
Had she been complaining about things around the house, about security,
Yes.
anything like that?
So she, a couple of times, there's somebody want to come buy chickens, and she got very paranoid about us. People was coming to buy chickens.
He said that. He said people coming by to buy chickens.
So she called 911. They come out. What's going on? Like she said, these
Officer, please help me. They came to buy chickens. Help me.
people were like a threat to us.
Thank you, Marty.
Very a threat. And I didn't see where there was a threat at the time. They just wanted to buy chickens. It was Hispanic people. And a couple of other things too close to the road, main highway. And we was planning on putting up a fence of security there, you know, to address that a little bit more. Yeah, that's all I have on that.
And why was being too close to the highway a problem?
Because people pull in the yard and she thought martial law was going to take place. Like paranoid stuff.
Yes, it is. And let me tell you what happened because it's cool. I went to the store. I saw this blouse in white 3 weeks ago, but I didn't buy it because it was full price. And I'm like, no, nope. And this never happens. I keep thinking about this white shirt. Keep thinking about it. I want to buy that white shirt. It's lacy. It's stretchy. I like it. So tonight after work, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go buy that white shirt. I don't care. I get there and they're all sold out. And then in the back of the clearance rack was this one and it was $4. Yay.
Very paranoid, too close to the road, somebody pull in, etc.
Prior to her leaving, had you all been having any major problems?
None whatsoever that I was aware of. But I've noticed Hannah's changes very like the paranoid. It's very uneasy, like led up to that. Other than that, no fights, no arguments much. None whatsoever, you know. If we know normal marriage, it's talk, try to work through it. But none.
Okay. And did you all have any disagreements? I won't call them fight. Do you have any disagreements or differing ideas taking care of Leah during that time period about some medical issues or anything like that?
Yes. So she took Leah to the doctor for an eye infection, and Hannah was putting chloride silver in the eye, and then the doctor told her to quit putting it in there.
Objection to hearsay, what the doctor said, Your Honor.
I think it sort of goes to explain the course of conduct and the action here. I mean, what the doctor did or say is not super relevant. I guess it's more for their interactions around it.
Well, an objection has been made, and Mr. Cawley is correct. It is hearsay, so you cannot say what somebody else told you unless it was her.
So without saying what the doctor said, keep telling the story about y'all's disagreement.
No, Michael, no, but yes. So we catch enough to sort of understand what he's trying to say.
I disagree putting chloride silver and
Except Nan, she knows because this is her normal. She's down there. What is cord silver? It doesn't matter, but I don't even know.
Leah's eye, and you use eye drops from the doctor that's prescribed to Leah.
Okay. And was there a reason? Was she afraid to take Leah back to the doctor?
Repeat that again.
Was there a reason Hannah was afraid to take Leah back to the doctor?
There objection calls for speculation, Your Honor.
Well, she might have expressed
Overrule,
that.
you can answer that question.
Yes, because she was afraid at the time. She was using marijuana at the time, and afraid that Leah would have, because she was breastfeeding Leah, and that would have THC if they checked Leah's blood.
And is that
The devil's lettuce.
something she actually expressed to you that was her concern? Did she tell you, hey, I'm worried about this?
No, she didn't ever tell me.
Did she express any concerns about the doctor making Leah be vaccinated?
Yes.
And what were those concerns that she expressed to you about that?
Being vaccinated, Hannah did not want Leah to get vaccinated, and I wanted Leah to get chicken pox of what the basic requirements for Leah at her age.
I think you've seen from the pleadings that they've alleged a lot of bad things about your father. Have you read some of the things they've put in the court pleadings about your father, Rex?
Yes.
Okay. Prior to Hannah leaving, had she raised those issues with you about your father?
No, she hasn't. And if she did, I would have addressed those with him and got it taken care of.
Okay. In fact, did at some point in time,
Yes, but that's what he said. But just wait, just hold on.
after she left, did you end up kicking your father out of the house?
Yes, I wound up kicking him out the house because of the problems, and I've got a PTO against him, and no longer now we have no relationship.
Okay. And if that's an issue that had been brought up to you by Hannah, would you have addressed it?
Yes, I would have addressed it right away.
Did Hannah do other things that would make you think she was okay with your father being there? Did she help take care of your father or anything like that?
Yes, she cooked for my father, made sure he ate right, because my father had health problems with the heart. He had his heart attack. She made sure that he ate right and took vitamins, took his medicine properly, washed his clothes sometime, and main thing, eating right, healthy.
Mm-hmm. Then once she left, how long was it until you were able to see your daughter again?
It was about so it was mid part of 2023. It's about a year and a half.
That's right. At any point in time during that year and a half, did you reach out to her to try to talk to her about your child or to see the child?
Yes, I didn't have in the year and a half that I tried to reach out, try to contact. I didn't have any contact information where I contact her. I tried to send letters to tell her to call me, to try to let me know our child's doing okay in that year and a half period of time, and didn't get anything a way of contact until we done of court 2023 of last year, and that's when I had the phone number to reach out to them.
And so during that entire time period, she didn't let you see this child a single time?
None whatsoever.
And in fact, had you obtained an ex parte court order ordering her to bring the child back to Georgia?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did she ever abide by the terms of that order?
No, she didn't even reach out to me and abide by it.
Okay. The court's going to want to know whether or not you're able to take care of this child. Describe to the court the people you have in your life who can help you raise this child.
Yes, I have Miss Luan Charlievich.
I'm sorry, who?
Miss Luan Charlievich.
And explain to the court how you know Miss Luan.
Watch
Miss
your
Luan
mouth.
she raised me as when I was growing up. We've been known basically like my mother. She raised me, cooked for us. So she basically like my mother. And then Miss Sandra Charlievich is like my grandmother. She raised me as I was growing up and younger. They trustworthy there when you need them. And then Miss Donna Yan, she's right there in Plainfield. She retired from postmaster. She's a great friend.
Right there in Plainfield, you know her. She lives right by the church.
She's great with kids. So that's those three. My Kathleen Brown, my sister. She has 2 children of her own. Have her own place. And then Mr. James Coleman, he, got grandchildren himself, and his wife, Miss Katie Coleman. But that's it.
And have all these people
Yeah.
indicated a willingness to help you in any way if you needed any help with Leah?
Yes, they have.
Okay. When you were finally able to start seeing Leah and to have a contact number for Miss Giddens, how has that gone since that started? Has that been good or bad?
Bad.
Okay.
When did this start?
This would have started, I believe, in June or July of 2023.
When did it start?
Yeah, June 23 of the court, for the first court hearing that we had.
I guess I asked kind of a compound question. Let me break it up.
My name is only Kathleen when my mom is really, 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 really mad at me, which is often.
Let's talk about the visits with Leah. How has that gone? Has she warmed up to you? Tell the court about. All right, yeah. So let's start there. Has she warmed up to you? Has she bonded with you?
Yes. So the first initial time, it took her a little bit to know. Took a little bit to know that I was her father and to warm her up with me. But the second month I went, she started warming up to me, playing. And the third month was really when she opened up to where we were going shopping at Walmart together, outside playing, throwing a frisbee, playing with rocks, throwing rocks, this some kind of little thing you shoot on the end of a little thing like a little airplane. And then the fourth visit, it just kind of progressed and went on up. And then sometimes it's like someone shows her maybe a picture and then it kind of just sets back a little bit. And then the fifth time it got, better, and she was right there with me, and her friend Kaisley, which is Miss Luan's granddaughter. Her and Kaisley get outside and play with me. We go to the parks when we went out of Alabama. Me and Leah went, we stayed in Mississippi. We
All right,
went.
let's get back and explain to the court. I may be assuming probably facts that he knows that he may not know.
Yeah.
So your visitation, it was set up.
I think the child is 3 right now. Can't be older than 4, I don't think.
1 weekend a month, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you all meet halfway. Where is halfway? Where have you all been meeting?
Alabama. It was Hamilton, Alabama, which is, we'll say, 300 and something miles from Eastman. That way. 300 and something.
And so you haven't been able to have her at your house yet, correct?
No, not in the state of Georgia. I haven't.
Okay. When you go on these visits, what kind of places do you stay at?
Airbnbs. Most of them, affordable. Ain't like your house, but it's, somewhat like your house. Instead of a motel, get outside and do outdoor activities with Leah, trails, water, fishing, walking.
Hi, Monica.
Airbnbs.
And I guess before I forget it, while we're on the subject, explain to the court what your expenses have been a month for these visitations. How much would fuel cost you typically for a visit?
$125.
Okay. And how much would an Airbnb or whatever your lodging cost?
$456.
Okay. And then what else would you spend on kind of food or other things for Leah?
Food and probably another $200.
So you're looking at $700-800 for each period of visitation.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you what I've marked as plaintiff's exhibit 16. Are these some photographs you provided to my office?
Yes, they are. Yes, sir. There is.
All right, I would move to admit plaintiff's exhibit 16 into evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
So ordered.
I've got a copy for you, Your Honor.
Very good.
You kind of explain to the court, walk through these pictures and explain to the court who these people are and what's going on.
Okay. To the left-hand side is Leah, my daughter. The right-hand side is Kaylee. That's Luan's granddaughter. And this Airbnb, we stay there. It's called the River's Edge. We went to Walmart and cooked. So Walmart to buy groceries to cook. And Leah, we was cooking, and her and Kaylee was playing. And I said, "Smile for Dada," and they was getting ready to cook. I think dinner that evening is what we was doing.
And the next picture.
This is at a state park that we went to it's in Mississippi, Tuscaloosa. I can't remember that part. Me, Kaylee, Luan, and Joanne went that day, which is Luan's mother went, and we went out, and that was the walking. And then I let her, for Leah's safety, not to get down and nothing around the bridge for safety guardrails. And that's the reason why.
All right. And the next picture.
It's at that park in Mississippi. Me, so that's Kaylee on the left-hand side, Leah in the center, and me, Dustin Giddens, on the right.
All right. And the next photograph.
The next photograph is my sister, her two sons, Dalton and Sawyer, Luan's husband, Eddie, Luan, Abby, Luan's daughter. One in the back, I can't see that picture, but yeah.
And did all these people travel with you to see Leah?
Yes, they did.
Do you remember which was this a particular visit, or was it a birthday or anything like that?
This was Leah's birthday.
Okay. In 2023?
3. Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe you'll tell the court what the next pictures are.
So this is me and Leah's fishing in Mississippi on a lake. She was learning how to turn the reel to reel in the fish. We didn't have nothing, but I was just teaching her about, fishing as we was out there.
When you've been for visitation, has Miss Giddens ever been the one dropping Hannah off?
No, she hasn't.
I'm not a big fan of Dr. Pepper. Nope.
It's always been a stepfather with Hannah's mother.
Okay, and what's his demeanor during the visitation exchange? What's he act like during the visitation exchanges?
So he would have a body camera on. He'll get out the vehicle. You try to ask him a question, he will not respond to it.
So what kind of questions would you try to ask him?
So ask him, has Leah had any breakfast? It's like 8:30 in the morning, and he would not respond. And when he did, it was not an adult way he responded.
And has this basically been typical of every visitation exchange?
Yes, it's been very typical. And I got where I quit getting out, doing the child exchange. Miss Luan and Charlie Vitz got out all the other times because this guy, one time he told me that I'm invading his privacy when I was going to do the child exchange. His Hannah's stepfather.
When you take Leah back, if you've bought her a toy or a stuffed animal or something, did they allow her to take that with her?
No, they said that's not their belongings, and Leah's not taking it.
Have you ever been able to make small talk with them about Leah, about what's going on with her, anything like that?
No. They would not. You try to ask her, get detail, no phone call. First, talking over the phone, they would not pick up. None whatsoever. Text messages only.
Have you tried to call Miss Giddens and talk with her about your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. And is her position that she will only communicate with you in writing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you what I've marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 12. Do you recognize these as the text messages between you and Miss Giddens that you came to my office and I helped you extract off your phone yesterday?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Have you changed them or altered them in any way?
No, sir, I haven't.
I'll move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 12 into evidence.
Let me look at them real quick, Your Honor.
I'd go down to the pharmacy and I would get a grilled cheese sandwich and a crushed cherry sundae for $2.
I believe I've seen these, Your Honor, so I have no objection.
No objection? I agree with, say admitted without objection.
Before I get off.
These been entered into evidence. These are the actual text.
I've got the actual text as well.
What kind of responses have you gotten from Miss Giddens when you try to ask her things about your daughter?
Very short. Nothing really. She did not let me know, like Leah's doctors. I asked her the first initial time when we had this all addressed for Leah's doctors for medical records. And the response I got one time was they wouldn't get back on Google for Leah's doctor's, primary care doctor's phone number. Would not provide it.
So to be clear, you're saying that are you saying she gave you the name of the doctor but refused to provide you with the number?
Yes.
Okay. And when you
I did that all the time for my dad. Went to buy Pall Malls, unfiltered.
ask her follow-up medical questions, does she tell you to contact the doctor?
Your Honor, I've kind of I've kind of held my tongue on these leading questions. I mean, these leading questions are getting a little bit extreme, though. So
I'll rephrase. There hadn't been a lot of leading. I'm just trying to speed things along, but I can rephrase.
All right.
So what did she tell you when you asked about?
But I wanted to marry you. Congratulations, you got married. You poor thing. You poor thing.
Leah's medical information.
So when I asked about Leah's medical information, she says, here's the doctor's name. And then I asked her for the phone number. She said she wouldn't get back on Google for the phone number. Her primary care doctor.
Okay. And have you had to reach out to some of the healthcare providers directly to attempt to get information about your daughter?
Yes, I have.
All right. And have you had to reach out to a hospital up there?
Yes, I have.
And have you tried reaching out to the child's primary care provider?
Yes, I have.
All right. And have you received records from the child's primary care provider?
No, I haven't. And I requested a release form 2 to 3 times. They failed to send from the doctor to send the release form for me to fill out to bring in the mail so I can get Leah's medical records from the doctor.
Has it been difficult for you to obtain information about her medical care in Missouri?
Yes, it has.
Okay. If Leah was with you and lived here in Georgia, would you make Miss Giddens call the doctor to find out what was going on with her child?
No, I wouldn't. Every time we go to the doctor, Leah'd go to the doctor, I would call her, text her, send her all of Leah's medical records, have them faxed to her, however she wanted the papers for Leah's medical records, and what they said varied down to the T.
Have there been times where you've tried to arrange
I don't
changing
feel
the dates of
guilty.
visitation?
Not at all.
When we got behind because of the hurricane, and for Leah's birthday, I wanted to see Leah. Take that. For Leah's birthday, I wanted
What is Kotex? What is that?
to see her actually on her birthday because I never had a birthday with my daughter on her actual birthday. And then they told me that it only the third weekend of every month. They would not work with me whatsoever to switch the date to see my daughter on her actual birthday.
Okay. And do you recall a time period at the end of last year where you had a gap where also you were not allowed to see your daughter?
Yes.
Okay. And when you asked why you couldn't see her, if you could see your daughter, what was her response or what was her reasoning?
She said she didn't have a court order to within the dates.
And so basically, she said, if there's not a court order, you're not going to see her.
Your object
Yes.
this leading question.
It's
You are leading, Mr. Wilson.
I'll withdraw. If the child lived with you, would you be flexible about allowing her to see the child?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Has she ever offered to allow you to see the child anytime outside of the court specified time?
No, she hasn't.
Okay. You've seen the child is here.
Yes.
All right. At any point in time, with the child being here in Georgia, has she offered to let you see the child?
No, she hasn't.
Let's talk about your income. I'm going to show you what I've marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 8. You recognize this as a document you helped my office prepare earlier in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I would move to admit Plaintiff's Exhibit 8 into evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
Admitted without objection.
Okay. How you figured out your income to the court, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Will you explain to the court sort of that top part, the $1,900 a month, and then the expenses you had?
So the $1,900 a month comes out of gas, for our equipment to run, my help, equipment, this regular maintenance, and this extra stuff tears up, and chemicals, Roundup, pre-emergent, ant, and that's.
And were those numbers at the top, were those things you were doing on the side, not with Mr. Coleman?
Yes.
Okay. And then additionally, at that time, is it correct that you were making approximately $2,600 a month working with Mr. Coleman?
Yes, I was.
Okay. But are you still working with Mr. Coleman?
No, I'm not.
what's your plan to sort of replace that income?
To replace that income is he has retired. Mr. James Coleman has retired, and I went out on my own now, doing lawn maintenance, picking up extra lawn maintenance, pine straw, all the lawn maintenance to pick up the extra income.
Okay. And as it stands, though, you're not currently receiving, that $2,600 anymore. Is that correct?
No, I'm not anymore.
In the event the court does not award you primary physical custody, are you asking the court to consider giving you larger blocks of time with Leah?
Yes.
Okay. And during those blocks of time, if you were to be made aware of any therapy requirements or anything like that, would you make sure that those things happen for Leah?
Yes, sir, I would.
Okay. What is your position on if you received primary physical custody of Leah? What would be your position on whether or not she should be vaccinated?
So vaccines to be the ones required for Leah is right now, the doctors.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand his answer.
Say that again.
The ones for the Leah will be required from the doctors. That's required for Leah's schooling.
Would you be open to the possibility of Leah attending public school when she's older?
Yes.
Okay. Would you consult with Ms. Giddens before making any of those types of decisions?
Yes, I would.
Is there any reason on your end why you believe that you and Ms. Giddens should not be able to talk on the phone about your daughter?
They said there's no reason.
Micah, until I see that video, I still think I have a chance.
At some point in time, did you become aware that Miss Giddens' parents had made a Facebook post about you?
Likely excuse. No video because of children. Okay. Nope. I still have a chance. She ain't married.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I want to show you.
I'm going to object to hearsay, Your Honor.
You got what now?
I'm going to object to hearsay. This is
If you're so married, what's your partner's name?
whoever supposedly wrote this is not in court. It's an out of court
I don't
statement.
know what it
object
is,
to
but you got to lay a foundation for it.
That's what
I'll give you that opportunity and I'll rule on it.
All right. What are the names of Miss Giddens' parents?
Roman and Michelle Ridgway.
Okay. And to your knowledge, do they have a Facebook account?
Yes, they do.
Okay. On Exhibit P13, do you recognize the Roman Michelle Ridgway account as a Facebook account associated with Miss Giddens' parents?
Yes, I did.
Okay. When you obtained this screenshot, was it published publicly on Facebook?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Are there things in the text itself which lead you to believe that this post was made by Miss Giddens' parents?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Does it refer to their daughter, Hannah?
Yes.
Does it refer to a child named Leah?
Yes.
Your Honor, this is still an out of court statement. I mean, he's leading the witness. He's trying to lay a foundation, but he simply can't because whoever this is allegedly from is not in court. It's an out of court statement.
Well, I believe they said Mr. Redway is going to testify, but it's
Well, then you can
not.
wait till he
It's
gets
its
here.
own. Once it gets published, it's its own independent thing.
But I'm going to let him continue with his effort to lay a foundation, and then I'll make a ruling when he submits it. Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
Okay. Do you believe that based on the totality of the circumstances that this post was made by Ms. Giddens' parents and referring to Ms. Giddens, your daughter, and you?
Yes.
That's an extreme leading question.
Well,
You can lead in a situation like this.
He's got him on direct, Your Honor. He can't.
but I'm going to overrule that objection, but I still haven't ruled on the admissibility of this thing yet.
And
but
Your Honor, I
I'm
would
gonna
move to
let you
admit
keep
plaintiff's
going.
exhibit 13 into evidence.
I object.
All right, let me see it.
And I believe the standard. here
Fight,
for
fight, fight,
admissibility
fight,
is
fight.
Whether or not there's sufficient evidence where a finder of fact could believe that the document is what it purports to be, which is a Facebook post relating to these parties.
That's the standard for admissibility of a document, not the standard for hearsay
This is a document.
that contains hearsay.
Well, I do agree.
I got so wrapped up in chat that I wasn't paying attention to the case. Is this a Facebook post they're worried about? I think, right?
Mr. Wilson, you have laid a sufficient foundation. And if there was a jury present, I would have all sorts of limiting instructions on what, if anything, the jury could make of this.
Thank you, Chinny.
As for the admissibility, I am going to overrule your objection, Mr. Colley, and I am going to admit it. But I will tell you that the weight that the court would give this would be, well, it may have some issues about what weight the court gives it. But I'm going to conditionally admit it as an authentic representation of what you purport it to be. And I'll flesh out later the limited effect the court will give it. And I'm going to let you proceed at this point. Your objection is noted, Mr. Colley.
And I would submit it's important would be more with later witnesses and cross-examination, things like that. I'm just trying to get it in the record.
All right, well, let's admit it.
I think I would turn the witness over at this time.
All right. Let me hear from Mr. Harrington and Ms. Riedel before you get started, Mr. Colley. So let's take just a short interruption here. Let's see what I got.
We appreciate the court's discretion.
Well, I saw you both sitting out there.
Yeah,
looking
I put it up
extremely
on the
anxious, so I
screen.
figured I better.
I flashed it for everybody to see.
Hold on just a second.
I'm going to fast forward through this part. I don't know. More spouses means less money for some reason.
And I've been fighting to save our marriage and our family. I've gotten Dad kicked out of the house because I finally got tired of him talking to my sister and telling you perverted crap about her to you. When I did that on 12/31/21, he couldn't take another man telling him that he blew his stack. He threatening to kill me and Eric Brown because Eric rode over to check on me. So after he threatening me, Eric called James and James to Eric to get me out of here so I wouldn't get shot or harmed in any manner. I stayed with Mr. Jeff until I went to talk to the judge at the courthouse, which is Rhett Walker. He told me that I needed to get petition for temporary protective order papers going and family violence ex parte protective order. So I finished the paperwork and was able to see the judge that morning. He gave me temporary custody of the house until we go to court on January 27th, 2022 at 9 a.m. And I told the judge what he said to you, and you didn't feel comfortable to be around him with our kid Leah. It would help us out if you could come back to court with me and my sister. Then you and I could move to Missouri or wherever you want. Hannah, I love you so much. This would help me out. Is that right? Is that what it says?
Yes, sir.
All right, Your Honor, he's admitted that he wrote this. I moved to this as defendant's exhibit 1.
No objection.
Admitted? You have a sticker. So earlier you testified that you didn't know anything about her being worried about your dad.
At the times, certain just with him holding Leah, but other and with my sister a little bit stuff that Hannah told me, but not a lot.
So earlier you said there was nothing whatsoever. You lied in the courtroom. You knew that she was worried about Rex, didn't you?
No, not fully.
Okay. Well, it says, let me quote what you yourself wrote. All right. You said not fully, but you also said, I got dad kicked out of the house. I finally got tired of him talking to my sister and telling you perverted crap about her to you. What was that perverted crap?
That night, let's see, oh yeah, at the dinner table, and I got up. We got through cooking. I think I got up and went to check on Leah. And he was in there talking to Hannah while I got up from the dinner table to check on Leah. I heard bits and pieces while I was about to check on Leah, but about what he was starting to say, and then I don't know what else they had said when I got up.
But didn't you just tell the court there was nothing whatsoever, and that in fact Hannah liked Rex and she took care of him?
I mean, I would have gotten this if Hannah come to me and says, Dustin, your dad is threatened me or whatever, I would have got it addressed right away.
All right. Well, you told the court that there was nothing, but this letter says otherwise. All right. It says, Hannah, I told the judge what he said to you, and you didn't feel comfortable to be around him with our kid Leah. Now, what are you referring to there?
So Hannah didn't want my dad holding Leah because my dad would drink beer, and some stuff that he said was he'd joke around.
Like what?
Like to other people that come over to the house, he would joke around to them, like not towards nothing against Hannah, but he would say something like, I think because I was busy around my shop working when they come over because we'll be grilling out there. But he would say like, oh yeah, that girl over there, whatever. Nothing really, he said, yeah, I like to whatever to her. But other than that, nothing really out the way. This is a joke. But to what he was trying to tell him,
well, it looks like this letter says that the reason you got him kicked out was because he was saying perverted crap to Hannah. Is that not what the letter says?
well, yes.
Okay, so that is why you got him kicked out.
Some of the reason why, because he was on my sister. After Hannah left, my sister moved in to take care of Leah, my daughter, but I've got him kicked out because of my sister.
Okay. All right, so what's the date of that letter?
2022.
Was it 1/5/22?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. This is a part of the record of this case. I'm not going to tender or anything. But do you recall having signed this? The affidavit Dustin Giddens?
Yes.
All right. So it says, I swear and affirm that the facts alleged in the emergency motion for custody and ex parte relief are correct to the best of my knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about your ex parte motion. All right. So in your ex parte motion, you swear to this court she just up and left with no advance warning, right?
Yes, sir. She left for no warning.
Okay. That's what you say. And you say you really don't know why she left.
Thank you.
I've done that before. He went to work. I got a U-Haul truck, packed everything while he was at work, and then went to a secret location. I've done it before. It's not easy, but it's doable.
So she left the day of my birthday when I was at work.
Okay. All right. You actually say mother absconded in the wee hours of the morning of November 30th. Mother gave no advance notice of leaving. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is. All right. It also says mother and her family are extreme doomsday preppers, and it is believed that removing the child from Georgia may be an attempt to permanently abscond to the Ozark Mountains, where mother and her family are a part of a network of anti-government extreme preppers. You stick by that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now it says defendant has major concerns about the well-being of the mother and the minor child. Mother is currently suffering from postpartum depression and potential mental illness. More specifically, she has shown signs of extreme paranoia. You stick by that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Additionally, mother is breastfeeding while consuming marijuana, and child is not receiving proper medical care due to the mother's fear of drugs being discovered. Now, you've already said that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, to summarize, you swore to this court. You swore to this court. Well, I don't know why she left. She's just crazy. She just up and took off. She smokes pot. Is that what you're saying to this court?
Your Honor, I would object to the characterization of the pleading.
Now Fozzie's telling me to stop talking. Look at him. Look at him. He's saying, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, it gets weird. It gets weirder tomorrow, Nan. Wait till you hear the mom.
Okay, let me summarize it. Let me rephrase it. You swore to this court. You didn't know why she left. She just up and left, right?
Yes, sir.
And she probably left because she's paranoid and suffering from postpartum depression, right?
Yes, sir.
But 3 weeks before you filed, you sent her a letter telling her you knew why she left, right?
Yes, but that's not all the reason why.
So you
I
lied
needed
to this
to-
court, didn't you?
Your Honor, I object. That's not a proper question.
Did you lie to this court when you said all this stuff in your ex parte motion?
No, I didn't. Some of the stuff why she left, that ain't the reason why she left.
Was not.
Because that right there's some other reason why she left.
Okay. What do you?
I definitely took my clothes. I planned it for, oh man, months. I was super sweet and I was super happy and pretended everything was just fine. And I got an apartment. I paid for the first month, the last month, security, everything. Planned it for months, and then he went to work. He would have never let me leave ever, never. There was no way I could talk about it. He would have never listened. He would have never let me walk out the door.
What do you think it
But-
is? You don't think it's because of the perverted crap?
Wait,
she's talking about in your-
some of that, yes, sir.
Okay.
But she failed to reach out to me and let's try to talk it out. I've tried to reach out to her, and it's right there in the letter to try to,
Mhm.
but
So, all right. Now let's talk a little bit more about this. Again, can you tell me what specific perverted crap was told to Hannah?
I caught bits and pieces of it from when I was, like I said,
Okay.
I don't know what he's told her, but for my sister, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you said that you didn't have any advance notice that she was going to Missouri, right? You remember getting this text right here?
No, I didn't. I did not.
You didn't get that text?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. So Hannah's got it in her phone. It should be in these things you tendered, right? Doesn't your attorney have all these texts between y'all? Let me ask you this. Is your phone number 1-478-231-1000?
Hi, Beldy.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Looks like it was sent to that number. You're saying you never got it?
I did not.
Okay.
I have to say that I did not get that.
In
That's
fact,
the first time
on that letter, you actually write your phone number on the back of that letter, don't you?
on this letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your phone number is
Yeah, but
478-231-1000.
I did not receive this text message.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I don't have no reason.
All right. I'll get it. Do you deny that it was sent, or you just say you didn't get it?
I did not get it.
Okay. All right. Now, and you're kind of alluded to this. Counsel's kind of alluded to this a little bit. In your ex parte motion, you say that she's part of an group of extreme preppers, doomsday preppers, right?
Yes, sir.
And you said you stood by that. All right. What is a prepper in your mind?
A prepper is like prepared for different scenarios through. I reckon this be preparedness.
Yeah. Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing, but when certain other stuff like they was prepping on, going to a stream, streamer stuff like nuclear mass, gas mass.
Okay. All right. If you grow your own food, is that something preppers do?
That's homesteading, but yes,
Okay. How about if you preserve your own food? Is that something preppers do?
it's homesteading. I mean,
I misclicked, Bozzy. That was totally an accident.
that's something.
Is it related to prepping?
So
That would last me a week.
Is homesteading kind of related to prepping?
it's just, from what I'm known, it's putting back up for your stuff that you grown.
How about if you trade and barter? Is that something a prepper does?
That's trading barter. Just, I don't know if they do it or not.
Okay.
I don't
Sissy, I can't wait till that bell gets rung.
know.
It's save your own seed. Is that something preppers do?
I do not know.
You don't know. Are you not a prepper?
Kinky.
I mean,
How about being self-sufficient? Is that something preppers do?
being self-efficient, yes. I mean, to have stuff and to have stuff in stock. But
Do you recall having posted this on Facebook?
yes,
Take control of your future. Grow your own food. Preserve your own food. Trade and barter. Cook from scratch. Save your own seed. Become self-sufficient. Does that mean you're a prepper?
at one time when I was going in a rabbit hole with it, through my wife, but
So is that a yes or no? Are you a prepper?
no, not now.
You're on move to tender this as Genesis 2. Any objection?
No objection.
All right, so you used to be a prepper, but now you're not. Is that your testimony?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now, because you say she is, that's a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Okay. Well, your ex parte motion said she's part of a network of doomsday preppers. Tell me what you mean by that.
Like a cult like group, maybe. The vibe that I get from off of it.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
Most Americans do not think the world is about to end. I mean, it will eventually end. That's going to happen. That's just physics. But no, I have nothing prepped. I don't even have food prepped for tomorrow.
Do you recall, do you know somebody named Nicole Wilkerson?
yes,
Have you sent some text to her?
yes, I have.
Okay. All right. Do you recall having sent this text to her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna read it. You tell me if this is what it says. Hey, Nicole, we won our case. Dad isn't allowed on my property without my permission. He got him an apartment. I need to get in touch with Hannah to let her know he is gone for good and I have the house. Ordered some more prepping food items for me and Hannah.
If the world were to end, I have plenty of yarn. Anybody who needs yarn, I got you.
If she will come back. All right. So again, you yourself used to be a prepper.
Yes.
Okay, but you're telling this court that you're no longer a prepper.
No, sir.
Your Honor, I moved it to new business. Defendant's exhibit 3, I believe we're on. Any objection?
No objection.
He's admitted to sin. All right, so continuing to talk about stuff you sent to Nicole. You remember sending this to Nicole? Okay, all right. So you say, I'm still staying strong for Hannah and Leah. I just had my dad removed from our house. I got tired of his threats to me and my sister and disrespecting my wife and sister. I confronted him about that perverted crap he had been saying to my sister. Okay? So again, you knew that Hannah was uncomfortable with all that stuff, right?
Some of it,
Okay.
but
That's not what you told this court just now, though, right?
no, I've addressed some of it with my dad before when Hannah was there.
Okay. I'll move to consider this as exhibit 4, Your Honor.
No objection.
So, what else have you lied to this court about?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. So, let's talk about you saying that she was scared to take her to the child to the doctor because
So I don't know what happens here. They said scared to go to the doctor because something was going to show up on the test or whatever. And then the feed cut. They're talking, and the feed cut. Like they go away. Boop. Feed cut.
Okay. So that's a case.
Yes, sir.
And then like an hour later or something, they come back. 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of whether she took a hair follicle drug test immediately after that?
No, sir.
Okay. So if it was filed as an exhibit in this case, you wouldn't have been aware of that? You wouldn't have seen it?
No, sir.
Okay. So if her hair follicle test says she was negative for everything, do you believe that's, do you have any reason to doubt that?
No, sir, I wouldn't, but 90 days.
Okay. So if she took a hair follicle test on February 23rd, 90 days before that would have been when?
I'm not for sure.
Okay. All right.
No one is ever going to be able to answer that question on stand. You're nervous. No one ever answers those questions, and lawyers do that all the time.
So did you ever smoke pot? You say she smoked pot. Did you smoke pot with her?
None. Seldom. No.
No. You said seldom, then you said no.
A
Which
little.
is a little?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you drink a
I
lot?
did not
No, sir.
inhale.
Okay. Did you used to drink a lot?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you drink at all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How often?
Probably a beer on the weekend.
One beer on the weekend?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So, so you said you have your income is less than it used to be. Is that why you haven't been paying child support?
Yes, sir, it is.
How far behind are you in child support?
3 months.
Okay. So when you have a beer on the weekend, could you be putting that towards child support?
No, sir.
You couldn't be.
No, sir, I wouldn't.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about, you said that Hannah won't communicate with you. I'm just going to open this up and look at y'all's most recent text. She says, Leah is well. She's enjoying going to school and improving in speech. Been helping around the farm and enjoying the fall weather. Okay. I'm going to look at another one. Leah is well. So that one was, the date of that one was 11/10. Here's one a week earlier. Leah is well. She's enjoying going to school and improving in speech. Been helping around the farm and enjoying the great weather. All right, here's another one. Leah had a great week. Now, all these are from Hannah. Right. Leah had a great week, enjoying the local markets and the good weather with her animals. I thought you said that she won't communicate with you.
I have to communicate with her once a week. I'd either do on a Sunday or a Saturday. 2,
Nan Love, he definitely does not drink one beer. Definitely. Unless he calls a case one beer.
never voluntarily, maybe a couple of times, texted me, but I always have to text her about a child.
All right. And here's another one. Leah as well. She's enjoying school, improving her speech. All right. What more do you want? Here's one. Hang on a second. Leah had a great week. She's learning her colors and how to count. She's been riding her horse and helping with farm chores. Okay. So again, you still say that she doesn't communicate with you?
I have to communicate with her first.
How does a 3-year-old ride a horse? How does a 3-year-old do half the things that these guys are saying that she does? All my 3-year-old did was make a mess and throw up.
Okay.
Poop.
Here's one. Leah as well. She's enjoying going to school and improving his speech. She's been helping around the farm. What more do you want from her than this?
So she messaged me first. Let me know. I mean, one week I'll message her. The next week,
I guess it's about custody, but really it's about Doomsday prepping cults and drunken fathers.
Because she won't message me unless I message her.
Okay. So you want her to message you first?
Well, I mean, that's fair. I check in on Leah, and I only do it once a week. It is nothing like, just do it.
The bouncy hobby horse in your living room does not count.
And just let me know a little bit more in detail when Leah goes to the doctor. She don't ever let me know any of that. Leah's been sick. She's never let me know that much. Or let me know she has let me know, but she don't say Leah's health is great.
Okay.
I mean, for her doctor visits, what they said.
All right. Was there a situation where she got sick at your house and you didn't tell Hannah?
So,
was there a situation where Leah got sick while she was with you and you didn't tell Hannah about it?
She never got sick with me.
Okay. So she never had a fever when you took her back and Hannah took her to the doctor?
No, so she didn't have a fever when we took her back.
Okay. All right. So here's another one. Leah had a great week, went to the fair, helped with farm projects, and played with her animals. She's putting 3 words together and improving every day. Okay. But again, you want Hannah to reach out to you first. And
Well, she never tell me what words she's putting together. I mean,
okay. All right, here's another one. Leah as well. Her vocabulary is improving. She's been dancing in the rain, playing in mud puddles, and with friends while enjoying her farm animals. So she does. Hannah does text you, doesn't she?
Yes, she does, but it's very short.
Okay. And again, tell me what more. Everything I just read. Tell me what more than that you want.
I mean,
emotional support. Hobby horse lives matter.
Certain times, she'll message me once. Okay, I'll message her. Then she messages me. That's only fair.
Okay. So you want her to message you more?
Yes. Pictures of Leah, because I'm in Georgia, they in Missouri.
Mm-hmm. So if she were to message you more and send pictures of Leah, would that satisfy you?
No, I mean, I'd like to have a bond with my daughter.
Mhm. Okay, so I want to circle back around to that letter where you offered to move to Missouri.
Yo, watch yourself, sir. We are in court. What is wrong with you? Why would you say that?
Did you intend to become part of?
Bill came in right at that part. Yes, he did. He came in right when they were circling back. It's like they called him. It's like they summoned him.
That network of extreme anti-government preppers when you offered to move to Missouri out there?
No, sir. I was trying to get our family back. And when that letter was sent, I was hoping that letter would trying to do stuff what Hannah wanted me to do would get us back together. But
All right. So let's talk about the vaccines. Has Hannah ever told you that she has adverse reactions to vaccines?
no, Hannah herself.
Yeah.
No, sir.
She's never told you that.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Has she ever told you that Leah has a genetic condition that makes her have adverse reactions to vaccines?
No, she never presented me with the vaccine.
So if a doctor said that she shouldn't get any vaccines until she gets older, would you be okay with that?
Yes, sir. If the doctor recommends.
Okay. All right. Now, did you agree that that Leah wouldn't be vaccinated?
Jenny, you see how you're green? That means you're a member. There's a video in the members only section. That's it. It's as far as I'll go.
At the time that she was born, we agreed both when Leah was born, unless Leah needs something, because it runs in the, I feel like chicken pox. I had it when I was a kid, the vaccines. And I feel like that down the line, she may get sick and she may suffer from something. I mean, that's something that the doctors I'll have to talk to the doctors with to understand a better.
All right. So you're saying that at first you agreed that she wouldn't have vaccines, but now you've changed your mind.
But on certain ones.
Okay. Well, hang on. I'm not sure I understand your answer. Did you or did you not agree that she wouldn't have vaccines?
Yes, I agreed to it.
Okay. Now that you're trying to get custody of her, you want her to have vaccines, right?
But is what the doctor requires.
Okay.
I mean, when she got cut, I mean, she does need a tetanus shot.
So if she got one, would that be okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any indication she didn't get a tetanus shot?
Sir?
Do you have any kind of indication that she didn't get a tetanus shot?
I've got it in text that Hannah said they did get a tetanus shot.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So it's not like Hannah denies her medical care, is it?
No, sir, she doesn't.
Okay. Now, what do you know about the therapy that Leah's getting?
Sir?
What do you know about the therapy, the school that Leah's in?
Not much. I know speech therapy. She provided me the speech therapy place, but I don't know, is that the one still in Springfield or the one? I don't know that.
Do you know what Leah does there?
Practice speech.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any rent in the place where you live?
Sir?
Do you have any rent where you live?
Rent?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What do you pay for rent each month?
$350.
Okay. You got a car payment?
No, sir.
Do it, Fozzie. Do it.
When did you start paying rent?
It was, I got the receipts last year.
Okay. Are you still in the house that you were in with Rex?
Sir?
Are you still in that same house you were in with Rex?
No, sir, I'm not.
You're in a different house now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Has Hannah asked you to help her pay some of these out-of-pocket medical expenses for Leah's therapy?
You're just not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. Gonna say no? Do it, Fozzie. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yes, sir. At the beginning,
Okay. Have you ever helped her with any of that?
no, sir, I haven't. I haven't.
All right, you're asking this court for primary custody of Leah. Would you agree that Leah needs to continue with her therapy and everything like that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. How do you intend to pay for the therapy?
Pay for it myself.
Okay. But you can't afford to pay child support right now, though, right?
Yes, sir, until I get everything established.
Okay. When do you intend to get everything established?
It'll be first of next year.
Okay. What do you anticipate your income will be once you get everything established?
It's probably going to be what I would bring home a month after payroll, et cetera. I mean, it's going to be about 2,500.
Okay. So you say your bring home is going to be 25?
Yeah. So that's what now. But so it's going to be, because I got to hire some more people to, my employees, to make sure that happens. I don't have my chart in here and I would present it, but for that.
All right. So I'm looking at these pictures that your attorney presented and all that, and you described and everything. It looks like you got a lot of people with you when you do these visits. When you have Leah for your weekends, do you keep her by yourself or does somebody help you?
Somebody help me.
Okay. Have you ever had an overnight with her by yourself?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. I've got no further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Redirect.
Sure. Dustin, when you wrote that letter, what was your intentions?
To try to get our family back together and let her know, Rex was out. To try to get our family, try to work our marriage out, to try to save our marriage.
In the days leading up to her leaving, was she saying anything about Rex? Was she complaining to you about Rex at all?
A little, but nothing like coming up to me and telling me. It's just, your daddy's this or your daddy's that. I was like, okay, don't get around him. Till we get the problem addressed.
On the issue of uncovered medical expenses, what is your understanding of the child's current insurance coverage?
The insurance is covered, from what I was told, 2 insurance policy holders. One of them, if it didn't cover it, the other one picks the rest of the balances up.
And I'm going to show you, do you have the book up there, Plaintiff's Exhibit 2?
Yes, sir.
Will you turn to page 42? Look at the page numbers at the bottom.
2. Yes, sir.
All right. And you recall receiving this text message from her at the top about the insurance coverage issue?
42, what now?
Page 42 at the very top of the page.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you.
Okay. And was it your understanding based on that there wouldn't be any uncovereds for you to help with?
Hi, Lacey.
By uncovers, I mean uncovered medical expenses.
That's fine. No, I do not.
You see at the end there where she says, hopefully I will not have to pay anything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And based on that, were you aware that she was asking for any type of uncovered medical expenses?
No, sir.
Has she sent you since she had sent this text
Bye, Betty.
about the confusion with the insurance, has she sent you any bills asking you to help with it?
Yo,
no, sir, she didn't.
security. Hello.
Anything else, Mr. Wilson?
No, Your Honor.
Any recross, Mr. Colley?
Yeah, I had some. They just went right out of my mind. But let me look here real quick. No, that's it, Your Honor.
All right, you can step down, Mr. Giddens. Thank you, sir. Call your next witness, Mr. Wilson.
Your Honor, I think we've agreed to, we'll call that Ginger Gastineau. We're not sure when she might be, if the court's okay with it.
Yeah, the Zoom link's still up, but she's not logged in. Do you need to contact?
Yeah,
her?
we need
All
to
right.
contact her real quick.
You can go ahead and do that.
The only other witness I have would be the family friend that accompanies to a lot of the visitation. That would be the only other witness I have.
All right.
I think I have to fast forward this.
How long you
Doesn't seat there and scoot up.
her in and pro?
There we go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, Mr. Wilson, you can swear her in and proceed.
Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Charlotte's
so help
not
you God?
here.
Yes.
Okay, have a seat there. and
Charlotte, are you
scoot
here?
up So that you're kind of near that microphone so that the court reporter. can
I
hear
didn't see
you.
Charlotte.
Would you please state your name for the court?
I'm Luan Charlovich,
Can you spell Charlovich?
Charlo, V like in victory, ICH.
And where do you reside, Ms. Charlovich?
Eastman,
How long have you known Dustin Giddens?
since he was, basically, since he was a small child.
And what's your relationship with him?
That's a good call, Nan. That's a good call. Not sure. Tommy, don't listen to the cat behind me. Tommy, are you here? Bingo. Tommy, say hi, please.
Family friend.
Sort of growing up, when Dustin was growing up, how frequently would you see him, that sort of thing?
Well, with my boys and all, about every weekend.
Are you married?
Yes.
Okay, who's your husband?
Edward Charlovich, Junior.
Okay. Do you work outside the home?
Nope.
Okay, what does your husband do?
He's a truck driver.
Okay. And have you had an opportunity to be around Dustin and his daughter Leah?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell the court about that.
Well, when I started going with Dustin to Alabama, when we pick her up and all, when she get in the car, she'll get her and kiss her daddy, and they get out and play.
Damn, that's a really good question. Has anybody been paying attention? Does anybody know who this lady is on the stand? I'm gonna go with, all right, this has to be his mom, right? Because that's his lawyer. This is his mother. I know exactly who it is. Or aunt or grandma. It's his grandmother aunt.
Together, and she'll climb in his lap with him.
And when you all are sort of, at the Airbnb and that sort of thing, describe the interactions between him and his daughter.
They would get out and like throw balls with each other, and we might take them hiking and go fishing, and he's interact with her the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, it's the one that they were talking about earlier. So she raised him and she cooked for him. So now he's gonna get her to help him with Leah or Leah, and then she'll cook for Leah. And they'll have food.
Do you have children?
Yes,
Are they grown?
mine's grown. My baby is 20.
Okay.
My baby's
Based on what
22.
you've seen, do you believe that Dustin is capable of caring for Leah?
Yes, sir.
And what makes you say that?
He's real good with Leah and all, and taking up time with her, and
Does he cook for her though? Is he good at cooking?
she's his first concern.
Does Dustin have a support system here to the extent he needed help with Leah?
Yes, sir.
All right, and would you be part of that?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell the court, how you'd be willing to help.
I would keep her when he's at work, or do what I could for him, and if I need to take her somewhere or anything.
Okay. Are there other people you're aware of that would be willing to assist?
Yes, sir.
And who would those people be?
Well, my mother-in-law and his sister and my mom.
Do
Corona.
you believe that Dustin has the capability to make decisions for the child, that sort of thing?
Yes, sir.
What makes you say that?
Cause he put her first when we was, like, he's trying to do stuff, he tried to put her first.
How often do you see Dustin now?
About every day now.
Okay. Have you ever observed him have any kind of problems with drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Gina, you saved us earlier and I responded, remember? You knew.
Can you speak to the court a little bit about Dustin's work ethic?
He got a good work ethic. He's always working.
When you've gone on these visitations, describe for the court how the pickup and drop-offs has gone on in terms of the interactions with the other adults.
They don't have no interaction. You know, we first time Ducky would get out too and get her and all, you know, when I first went up there, she was like a little nervous and all when we picking her up. But after I started getting out and Ducky staying in the car, it was better because she, like I said, she would get in the car and he said, give daddy a kiss. And she would hug her
Nothing
daddy
but.
and kiss her daddy. Then he would ask her if she would go shopping and she would say, yeah.
Okay. Do you think the child was picking up on any of the conflict between the adults?
Object, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Well, no, I don't know.
12 ounces.
Say what tell me what she observed. So go ahead, man.
Yes, I think she
It's sort of the mom, but not really.
was picking up on it
What makes you say that?
because I noticed when he was get out, she would be like upset or something. But when I would get out, she wouldn't be upset to come to me or nothing. It's like when he had like the body camera on.
Mm-hmm. Has Mr. Ridgway ever introduced himself to you or anything like that?
No, sir.
It's like 738 kiloliter grams.
Have you all ever has he ever relayed any information to you about Leah?
No, sir. Don't speak.
Okay. How does he react when you try to speak with him?
Your Honor,
They
I'm going
don't
to
say
object to
nothing.
the relevance of this line of questioning. I mean, Mr. Ridgway is not a party to this case. This lady is not a party to this case. So their
Takes an Australian to understand the relationship of this woman to him.
interaction between Mr. Ridgway and this lady here is completely irrelevant.
Mr. Ridgway is the person that they have delegated to do the custody pickups and drop.
Overruled. I'll allow it. You can answer the question, man.
How has Mr. Ridgway reacted? Have you ever tried to?
I would say hey and stuff, but he wouldn't say nothing.
Guys, I don't know why Rose brought jars into the conversation, but now we have jars. Rose, thank you. That's the perfect way to end today with a bunch of jars before we get into the mom tomorrow, which is really good.
Nothing further.
Any questions?
Yes.
Go ahead, Mr. Cole.
So you say Dustin's sister could help keep Leah?
Yes.
Does she currently have a boyfriend, do you know?
Yes.
What's his name?
John.
Okay. Before John, what was her boyfriend's name?
I hadn't saw her with no boyfriend except when she was married to Jesse.
Jesse. Okay. All right. So you don't know whether she has a lot of boyfriends.
No.
What was her relationship with? So I'm sure you're aware. You say you're a family friend. You see Dustin every day. Were you aware of anything going on when Rex lived in the house with Dustin and Hannah?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you aware of any interactions, odd interactions between Rex and Kat?
No, sir.
You're not aware of anything like that?
No.
Okay. You answered that mighty fast. So you say, well, hold on, let me circle back around that. Does Dustin tell?
I didn't know he was up for twice in one night. I wonder if this guy's single.
You things? Is he forthcoming with you and all that?
He had talked to me about some stuff, but I don't know if he.
Has he ever told you anything about Rex and Hannah?
No.
He never has. Okay. All right. So you say he's always working. If he's always working, who do you think's going to keep Leah?
I would help him, but he come home around like 5.
Okay. You said he was always working though.
Well, not always. You got to come home, but he
Right.
don't miss a day of work
But he works a lot, you're saying, right?
during the week.
Okay. All right. So again, you're a close family friend.
Yes,
You've known him his whole life.
yes.
You're going to say stuff to help him, aren't you?
If it was wrong, I wouldn't be saying it.
Okay. All right. Do you know whether Dustin's ever had any kind of visitation with Leah by herself?
Not I know of.
Okay. So somebody's always around when he's got it, right?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
May this witness be excused.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Charlovich, you are excused. You're free to go about your business. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Anybody else, Mr. Wilson?
No, Your Honor. Ordinarily, I would call Ms. Giddens for the purpose of cross-examination, but
You'll get your chance.
I'm gonna call her.
I'm comfortable letting him put his client up first.
Okay.
So with that,
You rest.
we would rest.
All
Okay.
right. Let's go ahead and move right on in then.
I think Hannah's testimony is going to be pretty lengthy. I would move that I call Ginger Gastineau first.
Okay. I'm just waiting for her to log in.
Okay.
Ginger.
I'm going to give her a call now, if the
Okay.
court is okay with it. I got her number right here.
I thought we did Ginger tomorrow, so it might be 4 minutes of them just trying to get a hold of her. Let's see. I think we're
No,
done.
this is Judge Johnson.
Nope, we're
Are you
not
there?
done. That's my bad.
Ms. Gastineau, are you there? Ms. Gastineau, this is Judge Johnson. Are you there? Well, she was. Looks like it dropped for whatever reason.
For no reason, I'm just asking, has anybody here read the trilogy, the Mayfair Witches by Anne Rice? I just asking. Give us a beer burp. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Give it another try.
She knows she's supposed to be locking arms.
Wasn't it good? I don't know why this woman's last name made me think of it, but it was so good. All 3 books. Years ago, me too. They were pretty good. Mona, I love little Mona.
I'm going to try her again, Your Honor.
Okay.
Several times, me too. Okay, I think we're done. We only have 50
It's loading.
seconds
Okay.
left.
All right. We'll
so-
wait for you then.
No, we're not
Thank
waiting
you.
for you. You had your chance. Tomorrow. We're going to do you tomorrow. Tomorrow, the mom gets on the stand and she's way better. She's way better. I promise you. We just had to get through today, which was good enough. It was good enough. But tomorrow it gets really good. Okay. I didn't leave a lot of time left for him, but I left some time left for him. Hi, Judge. Look at him. Doesn't he look good? No. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm going to have to read them again, but I don't have time. I do not have time to read them again, but I really, I have a huge wanting to right now. Okay, that's fine. That's Chinny. You're right. You know, parents should have 50-50. That's got it. However, mom lives in Missouri, dad lives in Georgia. So how's that going to work? Judge has to figure that out. The judge can't figure this case out tomorrow. He can't. You'll hear why. You already heard half of it. Now we have to go through, hi Terry, the other half of it tomorrow when mom has her say about how horrible dad is. And then we have that whole big distance problem. If you turn off my computer, I'm going to have 0 cats in this house. I swear. All right. I think we should all move to Tennessee. I'm moving right next door to Nan. If anybody's there right now, they can just leave. Monica, you coming with me? Lori, you coming with me? KS, Casey, you all coming with me? Kelly, you're gonna have to move. You can stay with me, Kelly. You can stay with me, and you don't have to worry about any more inspections. But let me just tell you, I'm a slob. I don't have a lot of time for dusting. Do you live anywhere near good whiskey? A little whiskey plant by any chance? Oh yeah, Crystal. That's a great idea. We could really do that. All right, I'm sorry. I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work. People hate it when I do that. Okay. So during the judge's docket today, everything crashed. Everything has been crashing on everybody lately. So I am not burping. I'm just not burping. I'm not going to do it. I don't know where this is coming from. A couple people have asked, but I am absolutely not burping. The whiskey bottles don't collect dust, Kelly. They never collect dust. Okay. So he crashed, and then this is the second part of his stream yesterday because I think it's more interesting. I'm not sure though. I don't really remember. I don't really watch the judge when I'm in chat. I watch the chat, and I have to watch the chat intensely. Like it's not like us mods just sort of, watch the court cases and look at the chat. No, we don't get to see any of the court cases. We have to intensely watch the chat because people just don't understand what be nice means. Be nicer. I know there was a really good one today, and I hope it's this guy because I don't remember who it was.
Victoria has a copy
Yeah.
of the offer as well.
Sorry.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay,
Okay, Judge.
let me
Thank
take a
you.
look and then we'll
Thank you, sir.
give me a moment, okay? It's Mr. Smith Torres. How's jail? ¿Cómo está la cárcel? Sí.
¿Cómo está la cárcel?
La cárcel? Mala.
Bad.
Good. It's jail.
La cárcel.
It's not supposed to be fun. It's there for a reason.
Oh,
And when you don't follow conditions, when you are a danger to our community, that's what happens. You failed to miss court, we issued a warrant, and now you're in custody.
Sometimes I like to watch the court videos. Sometimes I don't get to see the chat because I'm watching the court videos. But it doesn't happen often.
Why did you miss court?
fallaste de venir a la corte un día.
No, yo no fallé en la corte, solamente que no pude cargar el montón, no se me cargó el montón.
I didn't do it. The only thing was that I couldn't carry the monitor.
Sorry?
I could not carry the monitor.
He's explaining why he didn't pay the bond.
I don't understand what you're saying.
De lo que está diciendo.
No, yo nunca falté a la corte, le hablé al abogado cuando tenía la corte.
I never missed court. I called my lawyer when I was.
Solamente le pusieron orden de arresto por no cargar el monitor. Solamente le pusieron
I
orden
don't
de
even
arresto
think
por
I
no cargar el
can.
monitor.
I just don't think
The
so.
only problem was that I was not carrying the monitor, and that's why I am charged.
Fozzie, I read like the first 8 words and I started already thinking about what I should do to your truck. And that's just rude. Leave me alone.
If we give you bond conditions,
Las condiciones de
you're
fianza,
supposed to follow the bond conditions.
las condiciones de la fianza.
Consequence is when you don't, you end up in custody with a warrant. There's no excuse. I pay everything for you so that there's never an excuse. It is your responsibility to charge it, keep up with the device, and when you don't, this is what happens.
Eso es lo que pasó.
You now know. What would you like me to do?
¿Quieres de que yo haga? José haga?
Buy us a mountain.
Quisiera que me pudieran bajar el bond.
I
para
would
poder
like
estar
for
con
you
Don't buy
to
a
drop the
Tesla.
bond, if it is possible.
How do I know that you're going to comply?
¿Y cómo vamos a saber que vas a cumplirte con eso?
I'm going to tell you that Mr. Smith Torres,
Yo, Lori looks amazing. Not because she's bent over, but she looks amazing today.
I have enough drama in my life. I don't need any more. If you want, we only have one bond forfeiture with him, just one, right? Okay. I will give you a chance, but I'm not going to give you
Challenge
another one.
accepted.
To let you out, you must fully comply with all conditions. And I will not do this again. I will give you one chance and you will not get another get out of jail free card. So if we let you out and you go out and you run amok and you don't follow conditions.
Do not run amok. We are all going to have the little power wheelchairs, but mine is going 25 miles an hour. I don't care about what you guys do. I'll put nitrous in mine if I have to. Of course I can fix your truck, but I'm not going to.
I will revoke it again, and this time, you now know no one is going to pay the $5,000 bond to get you out. So if you mess up, you pick up a new case, you don't follow, you know that you were stuck in here until it's over. You understand?
Yeah.
Will you follow the conditions? How old are you?
Yes.
Promesa.
I promise.
How old are you?
¿Qué edad tienes tú?
35.
You're 35. What do you do for a living?
¿Qué hacer para vivir?
Trabajo en un salón de barbería.
Love that commercial. Don't you love that commercial? Oh, can I pause this for a second? I have to show you guys something. Because, all right, hold on. I have to finish reading Kelly's comment. Hold on. One thing at a time. Focus. Because each Kelly, don't leave us hanging. We love that commercial. Everybody loves that commercial. Major Green is getting me someone beat in his canteen. I really should have waited because each time no, there's more. Hold on, I have something for you guys though. I have something really good. It's going to completely demonetize, copyright, whatever, this whole video, and it doesn't matter. I'm just waiting for Kelly to finish the next part. I don't know, run amok sounds fun. It sounds exhausting, but that commercial, the Coke commercial with the little boy. All right, while Kelly is finishing, I'm going to show you something. It's 20 seconds of your life. Okay? So, this is Iron Man. All right? This is Iron Man.
Love you tons.
I love you 3,000.
3,000. That's crazy. Go to bed or I'll sell all your toys.
And then he goes out to her and he's like, she loves me 3,000. That's what I mean when I say I love you 3,000. That right there. All right. Oh, I missed one. There we go. Oh, that's so sweet. Victoria, I love you 3,000. I don't know how many times I said it, but I love you 3,000.
I thought he was 18.
I work in a barber shop.
He's a stylist, Your Honor.
Okay.
And he was working as recently as Sunday.
I will give you a chance, Mr. Smith-Torres, but this is the last one. Do you understand?
Quiere que este es el último chance que tienes.
No.
Okay, so we need to talk about the conditions, but let me thin out the line and then we'll put them back and then we'll re-shimmy the conditions, okay? Mr. Mueller, okay, all right, don't make us proud. It's not gonna happen again. Okay, hi, yes, of course. Good morning.
Mr. Gomez Velasquez.
Okay, is it a new case?
It is a new case, Judge.
No, no, it's not the same as that.
Unfortunately, he posted bond on the 6th of November, and he's now currently in ICE custody in Conroe. Here today, Judge.
Are you sure that he's in ICE custody?
Yes, Your Honor. Our firm, Law Office of Arnaldo Lopez, is doing his bond hearing, and it's set for November 20th.
Do you have proof of that?
I don't, but I can get some.
Show me,
Yes,
and
sir.
then I won't revoke the bond.
Yes,
If
Your
you're, if you show me that he's in ICE custody and you guys are working on getting a bond, I won't revoke it.
Yes, sir.
None of us know what's going on. We're just here. Let's find a defendant. Here we go. There's one.
Close but no cigar.
Mr. Anthony, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 2 days. What is going on now, Mr. Anthony, is this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. It's important
Hey, Victoria, what are you wearing?
because if you're ever in a car driving, officers will see this. If they come up to you and they smell alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do?
Let me up.
Hey,
More
Terry.
than likely. And what we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum
Oh,
of
yes,
90
he
days in
was.
jail. Do you understand? A minimum of 90 days. They give out DWIs like it's candy on Halloween, so I would be very careful with a record. Just, you give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences.
You're so mean. Even I fake it when someone asks me that. Even if I'm wearing a muumuu, I fake it.
You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. Under federal law, you give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this. It will go on your record. It'll be there forever. You understand?
Sure.
Is this what you want to do?
Sure.
The reason they give out DWIs like it's candy is because
Damn,
we
that's so right.
every single day have someone dying from a DWI in our streets, and it really sucks. All we're trying to do is prevent that from happening. And if we have to
Yo, maybe we should get Linus out of there. No, it's not. Shut up.
lock up en masse to prevent it, just don't. If you want to get lit, all we ask you to do is don't get into a car. Literally, all you got to do is hit a button, have a car waiting for you, 10, 20 bucks, wherever you want to go. You understand?
Sure.
Use it. Now, what are we going to do about the surcharge?
Judge, I was appointed to him. I asked the court will consider.
Why would we, whenever you pick up a DWI, DPS has a surcharge with your case because of the high blow, $4,500 that you have to pay. And if you don't pay it, you don't get a license. But my question is why would we gift you that $4,500 when you have just repeatedly taken off on us? And
Tommy, say
the
hi,
case is what,
sweetie.
600 days old?
Bingo
Abel,
queen.
right?
It's from, actually, it's about 300. No, actually, what, Judge, I'm horrible at math, but it's from last year.
Last time I looked, I thought it was like 500.
It's from May of last year, Judge.
Why would we gift you $4,500 plus another 500 in fees? That's $5,000 that you could be on the hook now.
Currently unemployed at this point, so he's unable to pay that.
When is the last time you've had a full-time job, Mr. Anthony? Wow, it's been that long?
It hadn't been that long. Well, I still do, but I was doing some detailing for myself. I had a part-time job.
You need to get a job, man.
Yes, sir.
You need to get a full-time job so you can at least have some money to yourself. You know, I will run your core costs now, but if you come back here with the DWI, you're going to be facing a lot when all it could cost you is $10 to $15 a click on your phone. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Use it. All right. Good luck, sir.
And surcharge, Judge? You said the court costs were running concurrent, but the surcharge?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Hi, you ready? Hi, good morning.
We have a police judge.
Bye, Michael.
Cristo Rodriguez.
Last name?
Cristo Rodriguez. Rodriguez Cristo. Todo español. Todo en español. Yo lo voy a traducir todo.
No, it's a bull with a cape.
Why would we do this? And he's picked up 2 DWIs. You're on bond for 2 different DWIs.
Bajo fianza por dos DWI.
Yeah, how do I know that you're not going to go out there and kill someone? You have 2 open DWIs.
Yes.
And now you want time served, a proverbial slap on the wrist for having 2 open DWIs?
Judge, one of them, he wasn't driving, he was just sitting in the car and fell asleep. So that one's getting dismissed.
Is that right, Alex?
You're right. It does say in the prior DWI that the officer encountered the vehicle with the driver asleep in the wheel.
Is he in the middle of the road though?
It says in a public roadway.
No, it was in a parking lot, Judge.
Bonjour, Charlotte. I hope you feel better.
Mr. Rodriguez, I want you to understand something and hear me loud and clear. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. It's unfair, it's disgusting, and we want to do everything in our power to prevent it from happening. You now have 2 DWIs. Anytime you ever get pulled over, if you have a smidgen of alcohol on your breath, you will go right back to jail. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, you will be required to pay the fines, fees, and surcharges in this case. And if you don't pay it, a warrant will issue. Every $100 you owe will be 1 day in jail that you will sit. You will now pay, is this a 0.15 or above?
No, Your Honor.
You will pay $3,000 in the surcharge for the first DWI. You will also be required to pay for the court costs. And I'm suspending your license for a year. Do you understand?
Suspender aquí la licencia por un año. Entonces todo esto.
Do not drive. Do you understand? If you want to have any kind of alcohol, don't get into a car. Because if you get pulled over, an officer, when they see your record, they will. You give up a lot of rights by entering. Up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You cannot change it. Do you understand? Like I said, you will be required to pay them fines and fees. If you don't, a warrant will issue. So I would be very careful. Next time, a button on your phone. $10, $20 will take you anywhere you want to go in this world. Use it. Don't get into a car. You understand? All right, how do you plead to the officer of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Hablo no culpable. Hablo no culpable. Perdón. ¿Cómo te encuentras? ¿Culpable o no culpable de manejar mientras estás intoxicado? Culpable solamente una vez. Guilty once time only.
Do you see how she brightens up the entire screen? Look at that. Look. Look. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there.
Looks like the state on motion is going to dismiss one of the DWIs, so you're only pleading to one of the DWIs. So I see that. Is that how you understand it? Okay, all right, good luck to you, sir. He's going to be required to pay all the fines, fees, and surcharges, and just admonish him that if he doesn't, he's be doing a lot of time in jail. Okay, thanks, guys. Yes. Where is he?
In the box, they just put it. Or I think
She's not mean. She's
he's
wonderful.
Yeah.
Go ahead and appoint.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what it is. I'll show it. I already did Iron Man. This video is already just. Yeah, I did that. I have to wait for chat to come the whole. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, you know what? The NFL gets real pissed when you show their stuff.
Dallas at the Pittsburgh 10. Roger back to throw, has a man open in the end zone, caught, touchdown, dropped in the end zone. Jackie Smith all by himself. Oh, bless his heart. He's got to be the sickest man in America.
Bless his heart. He's got to be the sickest man in America. No, he's not. I know people way sicker than him. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. That hurt me one bit. Bless his heart. Announcers back then were so much better. John, you are late and it's over. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. Listen, tomorrow is the mother. She's really good. I got another trial with someone really good too, but so far I think only one of the witnesses are really good. And I haven't played it yet because I don't know if I want to show everything. I might just show this one witness and then be done with the whole trial because I don't know. I don't know. I'm still looking for something really good for another members only video. I would really like to find something by Monday so that we can do something Monday during the day. Nothing has popped out yet. I have a couple things, but none of them are really good. But, you never know. The week is still young, right? Yeah, the video will be demonetized, but not my channel. But it's okay because look, hold on. See if I can show you. So these are my lives. Demonetized. Stop. Demonetized. Oh, I thought it was more than that. Usually I get usually a bunch of them are just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all good. I just turned on monetization for this video. So if you start to see an ad, that's why. All right. What are we doing? We're done. We did as much as something they don't really tell you specifically what you did wrong. They just say that you went against their guidelines. Like there was swearing, there was violence, there was, drugs. Someone said alcohol, someone swore in chat. Just they don't tell you specifically. It's just things you're not supposed to do. It's fine. You can do it. It's fine. It's just they say that a lot of advertisers don't like that, so they send less advertisers your way, so your monetization is limited, is what they say. The yellow means it's limited. Red means copyright. So this one will be red because I've showed Iron Man and I showed the NFL. So this one will be red. They say red, no chance of monetization, period. You broke enough rules. You don't get in trouble. I won't get in trouble for it at all. I just won't get monetized. Oh, I haunt you. You're late. You're late. Shame, shame. Everybody knows your name. You don't have to quell your cursing. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh. All right. Do I take a nap or do I spam Victoria with memes for the next hour or two? Decisions. I don't know what to do. I could probably do both. I could probably sleep in between spam memes. All right. Make sure you check out tomorrow because the mom is I don't know. She's down south and it's good. Yeah, take a nap. I'm going to take a nap. No, I'm going to spam Victoria. I can't. Some of them are very inappropriate. I can get into voice. Yeah, let's get into anybody who wants to. Please don't feel like you have to. But it's more fun when I know Fozzie's working because he gets really mad. Yeah, I'll get into voice. I'll get down to vocal vibrations. First, let me find my outro. There we go. Thank you. Wait, I'm not ready. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, mods, for keeping everything bad out of chat. Tommy, hopefully you come tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Got these lights that ghost digital dreams. Through the screen, her blue eyes gleam. Wicked humor, sharp as a knife. Her stream sparks electric light. Late night when the world sleeps, she's the friend that always keeps. Giggles roll like thunder loud. She stands out in any crowd. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted charm. In a way, there's no alarm. Freedom tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Her eyes mirror sky so blue. In her jokes there's a truth so true. With extreme she brings the light. Turns dark days into bright. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted charm. In a way, there's no alarm. Streaming tales late into the night. Her laughter feels just right. Even when my world turns gray, with a giggle she lights the way. Kathy's laugh cuts through the gloom. Eyes blue like a summer's bloom. Her humor dark and twisted charm. In a way, there's no alarm.